everyone, and welcome back to Grow Leafy with Alethea. Today is a very exciting video. It is a video that many of you have been requesting for and asking about how I'm going to crack open my black walnuts. And so that's what this video is going to be about today. So if you've been watching me and following along with my black walnut journey, then you know what I do to, first of all, remove the hulls and what instrument that I use to pick them up so I'm not hurting my back by constantly picking up and bending over to pick up the black walnuts. So if you have not checked out any of those videos, go back to my playlist and go back to some of my shorts and my videos on how I harvest black walnuts so that you can learn and be brought up to date. But today is going to be the day when I'm actually going to be opening them up. And what I have in front of me is called a Grandpa's Goody Getter. I've been looking for a black walnut machine cracker, something that can open it up, okay? Because I just knew if I'm gonna be harvesting this many black walnuts, like right now I have about, I don't know, I'm guesstimating maybe 200 black walnuts in here. And then I have maybe another, I don't know, 50, 60 or more that are here. Then I'm gonna need something that's gonna be very efficient. And I've been looking and looking and looking for something that I know that will be pretty easy for me to use. I'm gonna do a review on this product. I've never used it before. I've never opened it up. And so I will be opening it up today and showing you, and you will be along on this process with me. And hopefully we can get a lot of black walnuts cracked today. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do that now so that you don't forget at the end of the video, and give me a thumbs up at some point in this video if you are enjoying it so far. So let's get started. I have a lot of black walnuts. I have several black walnut trees. Actually, I'm surrounded by black walnut trees. And so I know that, you know, I can use a rock to break open the black walnuts. I can also use a hammer. I can use many different things. You know, if I just had a few, and say I didn't have any trees, and I just had a few things and a few black walnuts, maybe like 10, yeah, I wouldn't, you know, go out and purchase anything. But because I know I'm going to be opening hundreds, I wanted to see if I can find something. This is just like a handle, a pulley, little handle for it. I just want to find something that I know that would be long-standing, would stand for a very long time, and that would be, you know, it seems like decent quality. This is very heavy. Okay, wow, I'm surprised at how heavy this is. And because I know I was kind of like looking at different kinds of devices to use to open up black walnuts. Look, there's holes at the bottom here. There's 4 of them, and that's why I've got this board. And this board is about 2 feet in length, because when you pull down, you just want to make sure that there's enough support so it doesn't tip over. Before I buy things, I do a lot of reading, do a lot of studying. Look, there's instructions here, and then even there's something else in here. There's not too many things, so that's really cool. So you got instructions, this little thing. I wonder if it's to dig open the nuts, and then a few little screws, and that's it. So you'll need a little drill, or if you don't have a drill, just some kind of hand tool that you can use to screw in, to put the screws into the board if you want to have some kind of support. Oh, okay. This is just something, looks like a little thing, I guess, that would pick open the nuts. Basically in the instructions, they're talking about how to set it up and what you need to do. Screwing the handle all the way in, you know, just different tips to get this thing set up. But honestly, there's not that many steps in here to set this up. You just got screws and the handle. This shouldn't be difficult, and then just being able to secure this. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and screw this thing on and get it secure so that we can get cracking with these black walnuts. There's really only 3 steps in this process. It's really, really simple. This board, really should be 24 inches in length, okay? At least. You can mount this to a table, you can mount it to a board, but it just really needs to be secure. And you can even mount the board with a clamp to really secure it. I don't have clamps right now, but I think this is going to be secure for today, just for this demonstration. And then you want to just make sure that the machine is centered in the middle. And that's it. There's 4 of them, so I already did 2 of them. I'm just going to show the next one. That's it. There you go. Also, what I did is these black walnuts were already dry, just like these ones. So I have some dry ones and I have some wet ones because I want to be able to show you the difference between trying to crack a dry nut and trying to crack a nut that has been sitting in water. I had it sitting in water for a couple of hours today, but honestly, I was trying to do this video this week, so there's a couple of days where I attempted to, wasn't able to, so it's been dry. It was wet a couple of days, and then I took it out and then dumped it and it dried out. So I'm going to pour out all this water and just let it drain out, and then it's not going to be dry, but the moisture is going to be inside of it, and hopefully that will help that when I crack it open, I will get larger pieces than cracked, smashed pieces of nuts that are everywhere, just so I can get a better harvest. All right, before I go ahead and put this handle on, I just want to show you this little gadget here. This is what it is a nut roller, and if you've seen any of my videos, you will know exactly what this is used for. It's to pick up the black walnuts, but it is very convenient. So go and check out this video so you can see how it is utilized, and if you need to pick one up, they're readily available anywhere, I guess, but I got mine online. All right, I'll put a link also in the description so you can see where I purchased mine. Grab the handle, and then there's actually 2 sides that you can place this, and I'm gonna do this over here, and I'm right-handed. And then I've also got this hex nut, and then I've got a wrench as well to tighten it. On the instructions, they also talk about if you need to add some kind of oil on here, really some kind of mechanical oil for the actual instrument that you're using for this machine, because it might need to be reapplied every 2 to 30 minutes within the first 10 hours. That's what it said. Go ahead and put this on, and then I'm going to come around and tighten it. Okay. Actually tightened pretty quickly. That's it. There's a pin right here that needs to be removed. So I'm going to push this over here this way. Then I'm going to pull this pin out. Okay. Right now I have it laying down this way. You can see that's the top right there, and here's top and the bottom. Let's see if that works differently if I position it that way. All right. Oh, wow. I'm seeing a larger piece, hold more like a half. Look at that. There we go. So that was better. Okay, so some larger pieces. And then this one can be picked out. I guess I just take this thing and just kind of dig in there and pick it out. If the nut meat is moist, then you're going to need to dry out, set it out somewhere where it can just dry first before you store it, especially if you're storing it in long-term storage like in mason jars or anything like that. You want to make sure that it is dried properly. This is another one that has been moistened with water. that was, look at that. That was a great nut meat that came out. And I guess once I get the rhythm of this and figure out how to use it, it'll work out well. Because right now, I just kind of got to figure that one out. Okay, let's try a dry one. So here's a dry one. It has not been sitting in water or anything like that. That's so much harder to crack open. See, now brought that one all the way down. Pieces kind of went flying everywhere. It was a little bit harder. Okay. I don't know. I guess so far, let's see. Oh, wait, here we go. There's a nice piece right there. Lovely. So that's just the thing. It's like kind of figuring out what is the best way to open up these walnuts so that you can get more whole pieces than smaller pieces. So that wasn't too bad when you compare, and then using this little thing right here to break it open. So let's taste one of these. That's good. I'm looking forward to putting this in a recipe. I'm hoping to use it in zucchini bread or banana bread. And then also I've got kabocha squash, and I wanted to sprinkle some on top. Now, with black walnuts, regardless of what device or tool you use, whether it's a hammer, it is always going to be quite a bit of work to do. There's a lot of steps in the process, you know, from hauling it, opening it up, cleaning it, opening it, cracking it open. There's a lot of steps. With this machine, what I find is that it's cleaner, whereas when I've used hammers and different things like that, it just shatters and flies everywhere. And but it doesn't mean that that's not a great method as well, because many people have become very efficient in so many different other ways. There's not just one way of doing anything. There's multiple different ways. Once I figure out how to really use this, I mean, I'll be going fast. Boom, open it up, pick it out, take it out. And I think it will be very convenient. And I find that the nut meat itself came out much, not necessarily as a whole, but in larger pieces. Whereas with the device that I've used before, like I did, you know, I was getting more smaller chunks of pieces as well. And then it also depends on the financial situation, because, you know, everything does cost. And so whereas if you have a hammer, you have a hammer that's right there. If you're only dealing with maybe 10 nuts, you know, something like that, sure. But I'm dealing with hundreds. If you're not able to pay, you know, between $180 to $200 for something like this, then that may not be financially feasible for you. And just using what you have, a rock, a hammer, might be best. So you do whatever's best for you. But overall, is this a good product? Yes. I think it's made of good material, good quality, and they offer a 100% lifetime warranty, which I think is great. So if I have any issues, I can reach back out to the company and get it replaced. And this is something that I can see lasting forever, because it just seems like it's pretty stable. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and a like, and subscribe to my channel so that you can see many other more gardening videos that I have. But remember to grow leafy, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.